Sports betting brethren, hey, bring it up, and thanks for stopping by. My name is Boyd. I'm a sports betting market analyst with OddsJam.com. We teach you how to bet like a pro, and we're starting from the basics today. Today's topic is, what are mainline bets? Mainline bets are point spreads, money lines, and totals, or over-unders. So I'm going to define those, go through those with you, and explain them. Just a basic fundamental sports betting tip for the beginners, and here we go. All right, guys, before we get into the mainline bets and the terminology and the fundamentals there, I want to let you know there's a free 7-day trial. The links below will allow you 7 days to use all the tools, all the positive EV pages, all the information, all the education that OddsJam offers. So make sure you take advantage of that link. Once you get that 7-day free trial, make sure you use Boyd20, BOYD20. Get you 20% off the first 2 months of your subscription. What a beautiful time to use that here with football season just getting started. So that's a nice little added value. And lastly, I've actually added a course, a data-driven betting course, that if you let me know in the messages down below, I'll get that sent to you. It's about a $250 value. It's about a 2.5-hour set of videos, just walks you through step-by-step of how to expedite your education using OddsJam. So if you're interested in that, please let me know down below. Okay, guys, let's get started. So we're going to take a look here at the NFL Moneyline odds screen. So you can see here's the games. Here's all the teams lined up, and the OddsJam software shows you the best odds, the OddsJam Perfect Line or the Algo odds, Pinnacle, Sport Trade, which is an exchange, circa many sports books. There's about 200 sports books that the data comes in from. And the Moneyline simply means pick a winner. That's all it means. You can pick the underdog, you can pick the favorite. Doesn't matter. But you can see here the odds are different for the underdog relative to better pricing. So for example, this plus 160, what this means is if you wagered $100, you'd win 160 back if Carolina wins. Now, if you take Atlanta to win on the money line, doesn't matter if they win by 1 point, 20 points, 30 points, 3 points. As long as they win, money line, just pick a winner. Here's the payout odds. So again, if you were doing this at Sport Trade, you'd be at minus 178. You'd have to wager $178 to win 100. So you can see it's flip-flop. You take the dog, you get the plus pricing. And in this case here, you can see the Texans plus 358. So if you took the money line bet on the Texans over at FanDuel, that's 385, which is my point I want to make. If you're going to take the Texans on the money line, get the best pricing. If you're going to risk $100, you're risking $100. Get the biggest payout. That biggest payout over here is at 385. This is a $25 difference at Bet Rivers. Another $25 difference here. You got even a bigger $35 difference with BetMGM. Why would you leave $35 on the table? You know, if you saw $35 on the floor, you'd pick it up, right? Why not take the extra step, go get the best odds, the best pricing of what OddsJam shows you with the sports book and the location of doing that. So again, money line is just pick a winner. Doesn't matter. You have to have the underdog or the favorite. If you have the underdog winning, you get plus pricing. If you have the favorite, it's always going to be a minus, and there's no points that they have to win by, no margins, etc. It's just pick a winner. And you can see here there's first half money lines, which means just pick the winner of the first half. You know, heck, maybe the Colts come out and win the first half, and the Jaguars finish strong and win the game outright at the end. But you could place a wager on a money line wager on a first half total or a first half line. And that's what this is showing you. The OddsJam software was going to show you the data for each one. And you can see here the markets for that first half money line. They're going to be, you know, they'll be adjusted and changed from what the full game is. But you can do quarter, half, etc. on the money line. So that's what it means. Money line, just pick a winner and take the odds for the dog, take the odds for the favorite, and get the best pricing. Shop for the lines, get the best pricing. Okay, next up is point spreads. And point spreads here on the odds screen are simply that, the spread, the amount of points that the spread must cover for a team to win on this particular wager. Now you can see here the odds are usually plus 100, minus 110. They're lower. So unlike the money line bet, you have more balanced odds, more equal odds, because you have the point spread to deal with. Now you see here 3.5 with Atlanta. What that means is they have to win by 4 points or more. If they win by 3, they would not cover by that half a point or that hook. The hook's that half a point you see occasionally in the point spread. So again, here you have -2 over at BetMGM, -2.5, and sometimes even up to 3. So the points can vary at book to book. That's why we highly recommend shopping. OddsJam does the best odds available for these particular lines. It gives you the best line and the best juice or the VIG. So that's how you mathematically can continue to profit. You can see here, this line can be -4. You might find this at -4 some of the books, and -3.5. at other books or other exchanges. So it's very critical to shop for the best line and the best odds and kind of a combination of that. And you can see the point spread has a lot of value relative to the calculation here of this is a 3-point spread. The money line is going to be at minus 165. The underdog is going to be at plus 136. What if this thing went down? What if it actually, say it went to 2? Well, now your money line goes to minus 134. The reason why this is important is because you get in on good lines, the closing line value. If you get in when the odds are lower and better to your favor, and then they increase before game time, you mathematically have good closing line values. That's a lot of the battles to get not only the best line but the best odds as far as a payout. Over and over again, this will compound. You'll make money far better in that regard. Now, one thing interesting about what OddsJam does is it shows you up-to-date real-time changes so you can track the lines. In fact, let's actually take a look at this Atlanta Falcons line over here to the right. It shows the price and the line and how it's changed at different times, different dates. So you can track it and trace it to kind of see which way the money is moving. And sometimes this will be due to injury. Sometimes it's due to just public media coverage. Typically, you like to think it's going to be because of some sharp lines or heavier movement. But again, you can see major changes here, major adjustments in different areas of where the odds can vary and different value can show itself, which is what OddsJam does. And again, this is a point spread, means the team's got to win or lose by a certain amount of points, and that's very critical. Again, if you have any questions, leave them down below. And the third type of mainline bet, so you have money line, you have point spread, and here we have totals. Now, a total is the over-under. So, again, you can do this over the first half. You can do it over quarters. Those are alternative markets, but a mainline market is a complete full game total point. So, again, back to this Atlanta-Carolina game, if you think the total is going to be over or under 40, if you think the final score is going to be 21-20, that would be over by 1 point. If it lands on the total, it's a push. So sometimes these extra little half a points can be really critical in the NFL, especially on certain numbers, 43, 44, 47, 40, things like that, where they're key numbers. So again, this half is the hook. It can happen in totals as well. So if you final score is 26-20, which is a 46 total, but you have the half, that would be under by the hook or by the half. Same thing if the final score is 47, it would be over by that half. So just ask yourself the combined total score at the time, whether it's first quarter, first half, whatever it is, to be over or under, and looking for, again, equal odds, minus 110, 105, minus 115, a little higher. You're going to have that happen in the totals because this market will change and go up and down. You might, come in the next day and this could be up to 47, 48. It can really fluctuate and change. And again, you have the option and the ability to track the line movement. So in this Bengals-Browns game here, you can look over here and see what the market's been doing relative to different times. Maybe it was reacted upon news. Maybe it was reacted upon weather. Who knows? But it could be money coming in. But it gives you a nice record of what's going on in the markets. And so it's very important to know for your closing line value, if you've missed your window and you have to let that bet go, or if it still makes sense to jump in and take advantage of it. So that's what OddsJam does. It helps you identify the value in the markets to profit consistently. All right, guys, there you have it. There's the fundamentals, the mainline bets, just the basics, money line, point spread, and totals or over-unders. So if you have any questions, leave them down below. Also, if you have any other topics we want me to cover here at Bet School, happy to get you educated in all the sports betting terminology. We're going to come out with alternative markets and alternative lines and things like that will add to the base of the foundation of this education for your betting purposes, your betting types, your betting needs, methods, strategies, things like that. So make sure you tune in for those. And as always, we appreciate you stopping by. Make sure you give us a like and a share. And let's go make some mathematical money.